What's up, guys? It's Saturday morning. We did it. Hope you guys had an awesome week. So, today, surprise, surprise, we're running Link to the Past Randomizer, 80 keys with boots. And today we're going to go until we actually beat the seed, which is something we never do because I was running out of time. So, let's do it. So, those of you who are familiar with the game know that there's 216 items. They're spread out all around the map. Goal is find all the necessary items, beat all the dungeons, rescue the princess, blah blah blah. So, but everything is random in the way that they're placed, so it basically makes the entire game one giant puzzle, which is super fun. So far we are finding nothing. I did adjust the settings to start with the boots just to make things go a little bit faster and give us a few extra checks. We wouldn't normally get this early in the game. Okay, so he has hearts today. That's good to know. Alright, so Lumberjack dropdown is piece of heart. We'll never see that again. I hate this little like fly guy. Like, it doesn't make any sense that he attacks you through the log. Like, when you're inside that like tree trunk and he can still hurt you. I don't get it. Alright, so far we have found nothing. Hopefully this will be cool. Yeah, alright. At least I don't have to buy him. Please don't hurt me. Okay. Come on now. There we go. I can never get that dash line right. Alright, so 5 checks here. Hopefully we get something good. Okay, big key to Eastern. This is sort of solid. Small key to Pod, because of course we do. More bombs. Nice, okay. Well, at least I got the Eastern Big and a sword, because those are always like the hardest items to find. Master sword. Okay, early. Hopefully this is gearing up to be a quick one. Early Master Sword is nice, because it does double the damage as the Fighter Sword. So it just speeds things along a little bit. Okay, we have Zora money early. Small key to Desert. Okay. Interesting. Super early cane means they want us to go to TR probably. Which isn't great because Turtle Rock is not fun early in the game. See if we can get the chicken in the wall. I think I just killed it. Big key to Thieves. Cool. Yeah, I got him in the wall. Sick. Alright. Alright, I don't know why they're giving me so much money to start. Something tells me they definitely want us to go to Zora. Which we will. Just gotta check some of this stuff first. Jeez, okay. I'm just gonna skip that, because I have all the money I'm gonna need, so... Okay, so we'll finish out race game, and then we'll start clearing all the South Shore checks. Another big key. Sick. And this is a big key to Tower of Hera. Okay, so it looks like all the early game stuff is going to be pretty well clearable. Alright, so now we're going to do all the super annoying checks. There we go. £20. Again with the money. I wonder what the deal is. Jeez. I mean, I guess I'll pick it up because they want me to have money for some reason. Randomizers are so weird because, like, they always, like, drop a bunch of stuff because there's logic. And then it's on you to kind of figure out why they're giving you what they're giving you. At least I have the Master Sword. I don't have to try to do that with bombs because it's the worst. Small key to Skull Woods. Moon Pearl. Which means we're going to get either the hammer or the glove pretty soon. Alright, so I'm going to go around to Ice Rod Cave and then Water Walk to check the hobo, and then hopefully we don't die. I'll never understand the decision to make the crabs do 2 hearts of damage. Okay. Got through that one. More money? Okay. Why can't life just be like that? Like, I'm just walking around, here's $300. It probably is if you're like an OnlyFans girl. You're just like minding your own business. Someone's like, here's $500 just for being hot. Yeah, don't get hit. Okay. Okay, small key. We'll have to remember that. Sorry, guys. I think I might be getting sick, if you can't tell from my voice. Small key to get its tower. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go activate the flute. So, Sanctuary. Because the flute's going to get us, well, everywhere, way faster. That way I don't have to keep running around everywhere. Oh, goodness. Alright, so I think with the equipment that I have, I'm going to go take care of the front of escape. So go to Hyrule Castle. So we'll start with Uncle, and then we'll go around to see all the front of escape stuff. Cool, good to know. The tree has bombs, that's nice. Okay, we also have the desert small, so hopefully we get either the lamp or the fire rod, because I feel like they want us to go to desert, but to beat desert you need a fire source. Alright, that was rude. You end up hearing this song a lot throughout the run. Dude, early Master Sword is so nice. It's gonna ruin all the other runs for me. I do hate how long it takes for hearts to actually like hit the ground. Okay, so assuming we don't get anything awesome, I think our next play is gonna be I guess dip desert, just kind of based on what we have. So I can flute over there, use the book to open it, and then we can get 4 checks in there. Yeah, let's do that. While I'm over there, I can also check, what's it called? Agina? Yeah. Okay, what's on the ledge? Small key on the ledge. We'll have to grab that. Please be something good. I hate doing this check because it's like, it's usually bullshit, and then it wastes a bunch of time. Yeah. But I guess for thoroughness sake, it makes sense. Alright, so book. Fun fact, the development of this game was supposed to be deeply based in Christianity. They just thought it wouldn't sell well in the US market if they did that. So there you go. You learned something today. Okay, hook shot is solid. So with the hook shot, I can get East Death Mountain. So there's a bunch of stuff over there I can do. And if I get the hammer, I can also do Hera. Absolutely sniped. Okay. Bombos. Okay, so top priority, don't die. Compass, doesn't matter. I don't have the big key, so I can't go that way. We'll go grab this small key and then figure out what to do from there. Death Mountain is probably where I'm headed. Small key to Thieves. Okay, so if I get the hammer, Thieves is going to be full clearable. Okay. So I'm just going to save and quit so I can refill the hearts. And then we're going to go to Death Mountain. Alright, so we're going to do the Old Man Rescue in the Dark, which is not super hard, but it can get kind of annoying. Nice, okay. Too far. Alright, I need all the dead rocks to be cool today. Mystery Mire small. Dude. Mollywopped. Okay. Alright. So we're going to try to make it to East Death Mountain without dying. You dick. Okay. So only lost one heart, not the end of the world. Oh man. I hate dead rocks so much. Because their movement's RNG, and they never actually die. They just get like paralyzed or whatever. More money, it's so weird. Alright, Hera is full clearable. As soon as we... If we find the hammer in here, then we can just go knock it out. Otherwise we have to wait until we get the mirror. Which I suppose could also be in here. Oops. Ooh, red potion, okay. So we can check Sick Kid. Ice Rod. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, it wasn't far enough. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I was trying to use a bomb to jump across that little gap there. Which I know can be done. I've seen it before. I just can't do it. But it can be done. Alright, we're going to check Spiral Cave, and then from here I think it makes the most sense just to go into Eastern. Because high number of checks. Just knock them out, get them out of the way. Ooh, there's a big key on Floating Island, so gotta remember that. Okay. I'm not sure. Which, you know, we have the flute. We can just go turn that in real quick. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll knock out a couple like side things. Like we'll turn in the mushroom. We'll check Sick Kid since we have the bottle, because those might give us some direction on where to go. So another bottle. All right, whatever. You can take your B. Then Sick Kid. And then we'll flute to 5. We'll do Aghanim, or Hammer. Crap. Now I don't know what to do. Let's go be Hera. We'll knock out our first dungeon. Hammer threw me off. Yay, we didn't get hit. Ah, you son of a bitch. I knew that was gonna happen. So we have the book, and we have the Master Sword, so we can check this up here. Ooh, gloves. That was surprising. That is never anything good, so... Ah. Dead rocks suck. Whatever. Worst enemy in the entire game. Alright, so Tower of Hera is going to be full clearable. Smoky again in its tower. Okay. Getting all our GT stuff early, which is kind of nice. I don't want to waste my magic as much as I can anyway. So we don't have a fire source yet, so we can't do the basement. Are one of these heart? No. We'll hit that so we can go get more hearts. God, that's annoying. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. No, no hearts. Okay. Whatever. There's hearts up here. We're good. Alright, so Moldorm, first boss. Beating our first dungeon 27 minutes into the stream is not bad. It's a very Zelda boss. It's like, hey, here's a big blinky thing that you have to hit. Bounds. Ooh, and green pendant. Sick. So now when I go to, what's his face? Sahasrara, I can do the green pendant check. Let's check a couple of these things first. So that's a heart piece, don't need it. We also have the hammer and the gloves, so we can do Dark World now, which is nice. And don't need that. So I'm gonna do Hype Cave real quick. Just because I have everything I need to check it, and it's like a quick 5 items. And then if I don't get anything good, I'll save and quit, go back to Light World, and then do Eastern. I always do that. I get too excited. $1. Shovel. Another Meyer Small. Mirror. Okay. And Hera Compass. So the compasses in this game don't really matter. Just because we have to do all the dungeons anyway, so we don't care like what's a pendant, what's a crystal. You have to do all the dungeons, so. So I know I said I'm going to Eastern, but I immediately abandoned that plan. So I can do this way out of the way check before I forget about it. Okay, map a TR. Okay, and then because we have the glove, we're gonna do back of escape. which is 3 quick checks, and then I promise we'll go to Eastern. I'm really just looking for a lamp or a bow. Preferably both. Okay, so there's a lot of nothing. Alright, so Eastern it is. Never mind, we're going to Dark World. We're doing Thieves, because I have everything I need to clear it. Really, no hearts. I lost my sword beams. So funny thing about Thieves is I actually have a pretty hard time with it, which is embarrassing because everyone's like, oh, it's the easiest dungeon. I'm like, why do I always die then? Alright, got our money back. Whatever. Sorry, I thought I'd do a little landscaping while I wait. Alright, C-shape house. Always with the money. Which I normally wouldn't complain about, but... hopefully there's something good in here. Fire rod. So we can check Hera basement. That's back in play. Of course. If I don't slow down, I'm definitely gonna die, so. Okay, so let's go to the back. That's how they get you. That guy's hiding under there. That's one of the things you just have to like know about the game. Take the heart. So we're coming up on some pretty awful rooms. If you don't have anything that makes you invincible. Which I don't. Hope for the best. Ah! See what I mean? Hera, blows. Or not Hera. Whatever the stupid dungeon is. Thieves Town. So much that I'm going to wait until I'm stronger to do that. Because everything in that place does multiple hearts of damage. Bumper ledge, that's what I was going to do. Which I can't get it yet, but I can check to see what it is. It is a small key. So since we're here, we'll check King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge. And then we'll save and quit, and for real, definitely do Eastern this time. Obviously, depending on what I find in here. $20. Okay. I forgot I just said I was going to do King's Tomb. Mitts. Okay, I'm glad I checked. That's solid. I want to wait until I have flippers to do Zora, but like, they gave me so much money for Zora. I don't know if I should just check it now. Because once I have flippers, I can do like everything in the Zora area. And there's a very real possible that Zora is vanilla flippers. I feel like I'm just talking myself in circles. Blue boomerang. Not that anyone cares. Now I get the cape. Cool. Since we're already here, we'll do as much of Eastern as we can. Get hook speed. Hook speed's fun. So we can do a bunch of checks in here. We don't have the bow, so we won't be able to full clear it, but we can check pretty much everything else. Or should I quit running into walls? That'd be nice. Ba, 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 brr, brr. It's so satisfying if you get that right. tempered sword. Interesting. They really want us to fly through this game today, apparently. Joke's on the game, it's me running it, so it's going to be a while. Okay. Oh my god. That was so rude. Okay, so that's about all we can do in there for now. I want to wait until we have the flippers, but let's just do Zora now. It's entirely possible that Zora flippers could be vanilla because they gave us so much money like from the start. Okay. On the ledge is 20 bucks. Skip that. Thank God falling into water doesn't give you damage because I would have died a long time ago. Alright, please be flippers. Wow. Okay, so give me all that money to lead me over here to give me 20 bucks. That's messed up. So I'm going to check Hera basement. I'm really just doing everything I can to avoid going to Thieves Town again. Which will include doing a bunch of overworld checks by thieves. I hate Dead Rock so much. Cool. Got the iframes. So now's the perfect time to remind you that if you're watching on Twitch, please consider giving me a follow. Much appreciated. Also, if you miss anything on Twitch, you can check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/SuperTomTendo. And I'm done. So we're going to finish up Hera Basement. And then I guess go back to Thieves Town just because we have so much for thieves that there's probably something important there. Skullwood's small. Eh. Could have lived without that. I mean, in theory, I have everything I need to beat Skullwoods too, so we can consider that after I do a bunch of overworld stuff. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. So this is where you're supposed to get the tempered sword in the vanilla game. Half magic. Sick. Not really necessary, but it's nice to have. Why not? We're here anyway. I was like, I messed it up. Let me grab this first. That way I don't have to like go back in the dark world and find it again. Oh, it disappeared anyway. Cool. In the vanilla game, this is supposed to give you the half magic that we got from the Smiths. So you give us $20. Yeah. So I don't want to say it was a total waste of time, but we don't need $20. So we can't run when we have this thing, which is annoying. I'm just now realizing this wasn't the best routing. There's another order I could have done all this in. Okay, stay there. Small key, interesting. Pod. Yeah, it's weird. There's 6 pod smalls and a pod big, and I've found basically nothing, so I don't know what that's about. Dude. Why are there so many things that want to kill me in here? Sort of rock big. Alright. I haven't gotten very much health yet, so we'll take it. I wasn't trying to attack you guys, you're just in the way. It's not my fault. piece of heart. Which, I mean, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do dig game, and then I'm gonna go beat thieves. And I don't care how long it takes to beat thieves. I'm gonna beat it. It's gonna be fine. I do think it's funny how that's the dungeon that everyone's like, oh, this dungeon's so easy. And I was like, I get murked every time. I think because when you're in the Dark World, everything does 2 hearts of damage. Longest minigame ever. Small key. Swamp. Okay. So in theory, we can beat Swamp, which is good. Swamp is not that hard. Alright, we're going to Thieves. We're going to Thieves. I'm going to load up on potions. It's going to be fine. I wonder if anyone's ever used the golden bee against blind before. I think there's red potion in here. Yeah. It's embarrassing that I have to load up on potion to go to this dungeon. But, okay, so... Oh yeah, I need the hammer to get out of here. Oh, went too far. To beat what is allegedly the easiest dungeon in the game. That's what it is. Instead of trying to go faster here, I'll just go safe. So I have the cape and half magic, so now this room that killed me should be a non-issue. Perfect. Nice little grasshopper boys. For some reason do 2 hearts of damage, so avoid them as much as possible. Okay, got another heart, that's nice. Alright, so we're through all the scary parts. So the next hardest part is just the actual boss fight, which like conceptually is not that hard. You just have to hit him 3 times. You have to slash him with the sword. It's a total of 9 hits, is my point. So it's not super hard, but it's like I said, I struggle with it for some reason. Lamp. Alright, so lamp doesn't really open up a ton for us. I mean, we can get Dark Cross. Frankly, that's pretty much it. Blue mail, nice. Okay, so now blind should do less damage. I have 3 red potions. I have the cape, so I can go invisible. I have almost full hearts. Okay. See what I mean? Everyone's like, it's so easy. I'm like, I get wrecked. Jeez. All that for $5. Sick. Okay. So from here, we'll go do Skull Woods because we have everything for that. We have everything for Skull Woods, and we're in the neighborhood, so. I know there's a way to hook speed on that, but whatever. So this should actually go okay. I have basically everything I need. Small key to TR. Alright, well. Last 2 streams I've gotten this bomb jump first try, so okay. Looks like we got that one figured out. I don't know why I always check this, because it's always the same thing. I can probably skip that in the future, as long as I have enough keys, which I always do. Okay, so after we do this, we have to remember to do bumper ledge. Because I remember right, that was a big key. No, that was a small key. My guess is it was a small key to pod because I have so few small keys. So ice. I don't know if I actually need to collect this or not, but we'll just grab it. I don't think I do, but just to be safe, I guess. Okay. I hate how long this check takes. Pod small. So it looks like our hunt today is probably going to be for Castle Tower small keys. Because we have basically everything else. And the Gibdo always get in the way, so I just like to kill him ahead of time. Like, I get that that's technically slower, but it's annoying when they don't get out of the way. Alright, so Moth is usually not a great fight for most people, but I feel like I'm pretty well equipped, so this shouldn't be an issue. I hope. Okay, that wasn't too bad. The thing about Moth is when you knock the Moth into the spikes, for some reason that cancels all the damage. So you just be sitting there like wailing on the Moth and it does nothing. Alright, so 3 down. We're just over an hour into the stream, which is honestly pretty good. So we can go back through so that we can go get Bumper Ledge. We'll see what that ends up being. And then from there we'll probably go to Swamp, just because with the exception of the big key, we have everything we need to full clear Swamp. So we'll go do that. We can at the very least go through and like do everything but the big chest. I have a feeling that's a small ketopod, but we're about to find out. Or a Castle Tower, because I don't have any Castle Tower small keys. Okay, it is Turtle Rock. Wow, I was way wrong. Oh my god, why are you guys being assholes? Jeez. Look at how many hearts I just lost. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm doing this the long way. Pick up some hearts while I'm here. All right. Dude, really? Most of my stream is just me getting mad about stuff that's my fault, so. Got the swag turnaround. I can't do this because I don't have flippers. Son of a bitch. We're gonna go dip Misery Mire. Well, first we're gonna check Mire Cave, and then we're gonna check Checkerboard Cave. Bombos, which I have. Okay, so we can get in. Whatever. Big Desert. Let's go knock out Desert real quick. Okay, I'm not sure how that happened. So we'll get the big chest, beat the boss, and then we'll do Mire. I technically have everything I need to beat Turtle Rock as well. So that's another option. Again, it's tower small. Okay. Okay. You know, I usually get hit in that room, so I'm really surprised I didn't. Alright. So we're gonna go for the quick kill on Lanmola, which I've never gotten before, but it's not hard to get. I've just never done it before. And this will be dungeon number 4. Yeah. And then this spin should kill the last one. Cool. Desert is done. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. So I'm gonna check Checkerboard Cave, and then get into Mire. I feel like I'm doing ASMR. I'm like, we're gonna go into Mire, everybody. Okay, so that was nothing. Now, I'm going to level with you guys. I'm not great at Misery Mire, so this will be a bit of an adventure. As far as routing and actually trying to beat the boss. That's okay, we're playing Zelda. We're here for adventures, right? That's kind of the whole point. Alright, so this room can be really satisfying if you do it right. Which I did not. That's okay. Okay, that didn't hit me. Cool. We're gonna go check this chest first. When was the last time I got a full heart from all those heart pieces? I feel like I'm due for one. There we go. That answers that question. Alright. All these cutscenes take forever. But I've been burned by not checking this before, so... Butter sword, nice. Not needed, but much appreciated. Where's my bow, though? Like, that is very confusing. I don't have the big key either, so I can't finish this. Forgot about that. I think it leaves me with, like, 2 more checks I can do, I think. Red mail, nice. So I'm a gold Lionel with a gold sword. Basically, if I die at this point, it's because I just suck at the game. Another TR small. Well, I feel like I know where they want me to go. Okay, and red boomerang. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to go to Total Rock, guys. Go to Turtle Rock and just... I hope that I have the right medallion for it. Because if not, then... I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. So, I've been told that this is the fastest way to Turtle Rock, even though it feels slow. good news is, since we're up here, we can do hookshot cave, and we can see what that big key is. Ah! Okay. I wasn't ready for the hook speed on that. Please be Bombos. It is not Bombos. Okay. So can't get into TR. We have a bunch of things we can check here, though, so it's fine. There's our first castle tower, small, good. And another pot, small. Like, flippers would be awesome, and a bow would be awesome. There we go. Jeez. Okay, now we can beat a bunch of dungeons. And I fell and I didn't throw it far enough, so we'll just one thing at a time. Oh, I still need the bombs anyway. What am I doing? See what this big key is. Big key to ice. Okay, so I have a few things to do now that I have the flippers. First thing we're gonna do is check this waterfall ferry, and then we're gonna go beat Swamp. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. Interesting. When you have the gold sword, those don't hurt you for some reason. I wonder what that's about. Turtle Rock. We're also gonna go check this small key on the floating island. Or not floating island. I know what I'm talking about. Highlight Island. Where is the hammer? There it is. Actually, do we have what we need already? No. Pod and desert. Okay, so we have to beat Pod to get the big bomb. Really, the one place where you can't spawn. This is a small key to Pod. Okay. Wait. How do I get back to where I'm trying to go? These little bomby boys absolutely suck. Come on, man. Alright, I'm gonna check the desert ledge and then dip pod just because, or I'll do desert ledge, catfish, and then dip pod. Because at this point, I don't really know what else to do. Like, I could do ice. Well, aside from the big key, swamp is also full clear. Why did I do that? I thought I had the hookshot equipped. Aside from the big key, I can also clear swamp, so maybe I should just do that. All right. It's that point in the seed where I'm just like, fuck it, I hate everyone. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. We are gonna clear swamp. We're just gonna beat it real quick. It should be super easy with the gold sword. We just gotta knock it out. Alright, so there's actually a lot of checks in here. So I'm hoping one of these is the bow. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this the developer intended way, so I don't have to mess around with like all the bomb jumps and whatnot. Whatever. Okay, there's our last pod small. So we really need a bow. What else? Like, we actually need the bow to clear pod. We also need the pod big key, because I don't think there's a way around that. Like, that was rude. All right. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 checks left without the big chest. For the love of God, hopefully one of them is a bow. It's just funny that in this game there's 2 bows and I haven't found either one. Key to Meyer. Alright, so we can go back and do that. Alright, so we can still beat this boss. It's annoying that we don't have the big key, so we can't do all of the checks, but it's fine. I don't know why I did that. I do that every time I play this game. Whatever. I thought he had iframes. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the 2 chests to the south here. All right. All right, nothing. Dude, why? Come on. There we go. I would love if there's a way to avoid that guy. Every time I've ever played this game, I've hit that guy. Come on, dude. Okay. Sank art. Cool. Alright, so that's 5 dungeons down. I feel like I guess I'll check Dark Cross. It's possible Dark Cross has a bow in it, so we'll go see real quick. We'll do Dark Cross, and then if that doesn't have our bow, then we'll do the first check in Aga Tower. And if that doesn't have our bow, I guess we'll have to do ice. That's the good part about like approaching the end of the game, is that like you only have so many options left. So it really narrows things down. So usually the end of the game goes faster than the beginning of the game, as far as like beating dungeons and all that. Nope. Okay, so we'll do the first check of Aga Tower. Well, I guess both checks in Aga Tower, because I have the key, so I can do 2 of them. Shout out to the spam bot, thank you. Another Meyer Small. Oh, I forgot that I can finish off Meyer too. Whatever, dude. Okay. I mean, it'd be nice to not have to do Meyer without... like, Meyer without a bow kind of sucks. Whatever, let's just do it. The good news is most of the stuff that we've done, we don't have to do a second time. We can just go through to the big chest and then... like I have to get through the first few rooms and then remember to hit the switch to turn off the blue blocks. Yeah, I got out of that one. This way. Alright. Getting hit by everything. Cool. Okay, so we got the big chest, and then we can go to the boss. Okay. So there's a few different strategies to do. There's a few different strategies for the boss in this one. Um, I think I'm gonna go with, because I have the butter sword, I'll do like the cape so I'm invincible, and then just dash back and forth to kill all the eyeballs. I think it's probably the best bet. Come on, man. Dude. I'm just getting hit by everything today. This is bananas. How much I'm getting hit. Here, we'll do these, just be safe. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Whatever. Okay. All that for some bombs. Alright. Some Myers done. We still don't have Quake, so we can't get into TR. I don't have enough keys to do ice, so I guess we're going to dip pod. So let's do that. It's probably gonna be one of those things where like I go into pod to get like I go into pod to get a bow, and then I have to go into Eastern, beat Eastern to get like the pod big, and it's gonna be like one of those. Good news is with Brother Sword, this should be very quick. Yeah, Butter Sword, all the keys. I can check everything but the big chest and beat the boss. So. Okay. Ba-ba. Swamp Big. I'm gonna be pissed if I have to go back there. I guess checking the Swamp Big's not the end of the world. Like, it's not that. Whatever, I'll just do it. Got a lot of hearts. It's nice. Alright, Hellway is arrows. I have 3 more checks that I can do. Oh, that's not true. I have 5 more checks that I can do. And then from there I'll need the bow to do everything else. Son of a bitch. How cast a small does not matter. Right. I'm stupid, I'm stupid. We have 2 more checks we can do though, so we'll do those, and then I guess I'll have to go to ice. I don't really, or we can check Swamp Big, and then do ice. Is probably the best way to route that. Okay. Check Swamp Pig first. Right, I am not thinking clearly today. Okay. Okay, back to what I was saying. We'll knock this out, and then dip ice, which I don't think I have enough keys to actually like beat ice, but dude, whatever. Please be something important. No. I do not have all 3 pendants. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with the hook shot because it's like super OP in this dungeon. Because it attacks in a straight line, which is what you need. Worst dungeon. I'm just saying it now. If you like the ice dungeon, your mom's a hoe. All right. That's actually the best I've done in that room before. Alright, there's Torrock. Which is not my favorite dungeon, but whatever. I think there's another check I can do. Come on, man. Come on. Bro? Please be a bow. 20 bucks is cool, I guess. Dude. I hate this goddamn dungeon so much. Okay. I mean, okay, it helps. Okay. I think, yeah, we'll be fine, probably. What chest I missed? Pod big. There we go. Alright, so we'll go, what chest did I not get? Alright, so I hate TR with a burning passion, so we're gonna check the pod big chest first. Even though this is probably not the answer, it's probably in TR, but TR sucks, so whatever. The bow is hard required to beat both pod and eastern. So if I get lucky and the bow is in the pod big chest, then all I have to do is mirror and I can actually beat both dungeons fairly quickly. So all I need to be in go mode is I need a bow, and I need GT big, and a castle tower small. So I need 3 items to be able to beat the entire game. Please be a bow. For the love of God, be a bow. You're not a bow. Okay. Going to Turtle Rock. God, I hate Turtle Rock so much. I mean, but I have the blue mail, I have the gold sword, I have a bunch of hearts. Worst case scenario, I have 2 potions. Like, it should be fine, but it just sucks. Alright, let's do this Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock and I aren't exactly friends. In fact, I'm tempted that if I get the bow early, I might just leave Turtle Rock and go beat the other dungeons first. Whatever, asshole. Music in this game, 10 out of 10. So on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a follow-a-thon. So I'm going to be doing 80 keys. I'm also going to do NMG and open. So if you enjoy a link to the past randomizers, definitely check that out and give me a follow on Wednesday. Dude. I just need a bow, a big key. I'm like losing my mind. Okay. Wait, I'm dumb. Oy. Okay. Whatever. I hate this stupid dungeon. Not that helpful. Yeah, this way. Take that little bit of magic, it helps. Okay. That took simply too long. Small key to ice. I mean, I don't know what I missed in ice though. It's wild that I pretty much every single small key. Except for Castle Tower. Okay. Alright. Got through that without too much pain. Fell anyway. I like Castle Tower small. Sick. So the way we're going to do this is going to cost us a couple of hearts, but that's okay because we have potion. That one would have worked. Shit. No. Okay. That's messed up. Like if I played this the way I was supposed to play it, I would have just gotten the boots. I'm pretty sure there's a magic refill here. Yeah, okay. So, Trinex. Should not be a hard fight. Dude. Fuck, man. This is not going my way today. Please have a bow. For the love of God, have a bow. Yay! And CR's done. So now we're going to go bang out Pod Eastern. All we're missing now is the GT Big, and we have a fully clearable game, folks. Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah. So just given the number of checks, GT Big is bound to be in here somewhere. Once we have that, we win, basically. We just have to finish out the game. Okay. I don't know why I did that the long way. Ba, 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 ba. Silvers. That makes life even easier. Which, like, that check kind of had to be silvers, because unless it's the GT Big, like, what else would it be? I thought I had full health. Ba, 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 ba. There's a bunch of stuff on my mic. I don't know what it is. Why am I getting murked? There you go. Easy room, it was never a problem. Alright. Should be a pretty standard fight. Are you gonna be the GT Big? GT Small. Okay, well, I don't know what I could possibly need that for. But pot is done. Which means that Eastern is our last pendant. So if we don't get the GT Big in here, which the only check we have left is the boss, then that means that GT Big is either in Pyramid Fairy or Ped. or whatever the check that I missed in Ice Palace is, which I still don't know what it was. So there's a 25% chance that I might be screwed. I do love how easy this dungeon is. You can kind of like autopilot your way through it. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Interesting. There's also the chance that GT big is also just in GT. So maybe we'll do GT first. Actually, there's 27 checks in GT, so that's probably most likely where it is. Just playing the odds. Why is it that when I have green mail and 3 hearts, I get hit by every fucking boulder? But I have red mail and 1,000 bajillion hearts. Dodge all of them. Bro, get the fuck out of the way. Okay. Sorry for all the profanity. Come on. You know, you do hook speed because it's supposed to be faster. Some real Lionel on Lionel crime. So all I have to do is beat GT, find the GT big, beat Agate Tower, beat Ganon, and we're done. And this will be the first time I've ever recorded completing a seed, which is exciting. We'll do right side first. There it is. Okay, so we're in go mode. Let's see how fast we can do this. Dude, am I dumb? Like, why am I not doing this well? Okay, this is disastrous so far. My god. Oh, dude, for real? I was gonna try to go get some fairies just in case, but for love of fuck. Whatever. Why are you all being this way? I'm a nice guy. Dude. You son of a bitch. You know? Bro. You know what? We'll go and collect this anti-fire real quick. I feel like that's the whole reason it was there anyway, so. Bro. Jeez. This is disastrous. So worst GT climb in history. Pretty solid double. All right, that was pretty good. Okay, so Gans Tower is done. Sometimes hit it again, please. Alright, so we're just going to do Agate Tower, which will not take very long, and then beat Ganon, which hopefully we do in one go, and then we are done. First time completing a full run, which is very exciting. Wow. I can never remember my way through this maze. There we go. Dude, okay, why? My controller's acting up because it's not swinging when I tell it to swing. I know it sounds like I'm just blaming the controller, but for real, it's the controller. Don't be like that, you know? Not bad, halfway up the screen. I was too close. Okay, fine. Dude, really? Can't believe this shit. Oh my god. This is so brutal. Worst RNG ever. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna go fight Ganon. And probably win. Hopefully. We have the gold sword and silver, so this shouldn't be a problem. Are you serious? Did I really die to Ganon? Sorry, I am mentally unprepared for this moment. Alright, so we're gonna try that again. Dude. This has been disastrous. I just want to beat Ganon, dude. I just want to beat Ganon and then go drink some coffee. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask? Alright, here we go. For real this time. Hey guys, Ganon can teleport. Did you know that? Dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. Jeez. We did it. Okay. 80 keys with boots. Time stops when I walk through the door. Okay. 2 hours, 35 minutes, 24 seconds. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. And I will be back on Wednesday.